Hello and welcome to another 10-minute clip where we provide an overview of a topic in 10 minutes or less. I'm Ed Biernat of Consulting with Impact Limited, and our topic is, what is a Kaizen Blitz? So hang on and let's get started. The points we'll cover are a definition of terms, Kaizen Blitz format, applying the Kaizen Blitz methodology to lean and other projects, and we'll talk about impact and benefits of the methodology itself. Definition of terms. Kaizen is a Japanese term that comes from the Toyota production system. It implies continuous improvement. If we look at it, one of the definitions I've had is you take something apart, you examine it, and you put it together for the benefit of all. It's also the relentless pursuit of perfection. Because it's good today doesn't mean it's not going to need to be better tomorrow, so it's that relentless pursuit of perfection. Blitz is a lightning strike by the German military term meaning blitzkrieg, lightning strike. Get it done quickly, cover a lot of area in a very, very short period of time. So what a Kaizen Blitz is a continuous improvement conducted in time blocks. So it's done in a 3 to 5 day focus session. It's very, very results oriented, and it's typically done in a series of events. It is team-based. It is not something done to the team. It is done something with the team to make sure that we get their buy-in and the people that are doing the work get involved with it. Shop floor, office areas, executive suite, doesn't matter where the work is getting done. They're the ones that are on the team. There are measurable results. This isn't serendipitous goodness. We're looking at getting tangible results going forward. It stresses attainment and sustainment. We're looking at not only achieving the goal, but sustaining the goal for the long haul, 3, 6, 8 months later, 2 years later. We want to hold those gains as we go forward, so there's a lot of work in the team to make sure that we sustain those gains. Let's talk about the schedule of a Kaizen event. There's some pre-planning where we set the event goals, we select the team and notify the teams. We notify everyone else as well because the Kaizen event is a priority event for the organization. It has to take precedence over most of what happens in the organization during that week. So therefore, everybody has to be made aware. So when somebody knocks on the door and says, hey, I'm from the Kaizen group, they understand that they've got to drop what they're doing and attend to what they need. It's also some material preparation that may get done. The area may need to get prepared. We may need to get things in for the team to use going forward so that they have a very, very successful event. So there is some pre-planning involved. Then we execute the event, and we'll talk about that execution in a moment. We do some post-event team meetings where we actually, on a weekly basis, the team gets together and reviews the 30-day list of action items that they've got, as well as making sure that the cultural change sticks, and also to give feedback to management if things need to be tweaked. One of the things we really work on is that the team owns the cultural change, so the team is involved. No changes are made without getting the team's approval. A 30-day report out is done where the team now comes back and gives the analysis of their 30-day list as well as the what's happened on their different meetings that they've had. And also reporting to management that the gains are sustained and the culture is changing. And then finally, there's a 60-day closeout where the team again gets back together again. It's reviewed that the results are there, the metrics have been maintained, and that the culture is indeed part of the society, part of the group. If that's not happening, the team gets reinstituted and again gets kicked off again to make sure that those gains are held. Let's talk about the Blitz format and the timing of that execution of the event. We're going to talk about a 5-day event because that seems to work well for most clients. Day 1 is a training day. There's training involved where we talk about Lean, Six Sigma, whatever the approach and whatever the tool set is. We also talk about the Kaizen Blitz methodology in that. There's clarification of event goals. So there's no disputing at the end of that what people are signing up for and that we will get those goals. There's an initial waste walk where we go to Gemba and actually look at what's out there and look for waste. Gemba is where the work is done. So we talk about what's out there and what needs to get improved going forward. There's some observation that needs to get done. We try to spend 1 to 2 hours just observing to see what's happening out there. Now, that may get done on day 1. It may get done on day 2. But that's what we look at to try to make sure we understand so that we can not make changes to things that don't need to change, that they're running well. And then finally, there's an action plan at the end of that. Every day has one of those, but day 2 is very important, or day 1 action plan is very important because it sets up day 2 and it starts this whole process rolling forward. That action plan has been sketched out as part of the pre-planning, but we bring it to the team so now they understand what's going to get done day 2. So we hit day 2 running. Every day is set up so that we end the day before with a very clear action plan of what that next day is going to have. So when we start, there's no stumbling around for a cup of coffee. Everybody has an assignment. Everybody knows what they have to do. Day 2 is Discovery Day. We continue with the initial data gathering. We do some analysis. We do some additional training if it's needed. And then somewhere along there, we may go out and find out that that is too aggressive a goal set or not aggressive enough in certain areas. We'll go back to management and we'll have a report out to management saying, this is what we've got. We need to go out there and make some changes to our goal set or our timing or something. And then we can go back and we negotiate with management. If management agrees, we now have that revised goal set going forward. It's very, very clear, though, the failure is not an option. We will attain those goals, so we have to make sure that we're really clear on those and that they are indeed attainable. Day 3 is implementation day. We're already 3 days into this. We're only 3 days into this, and we're already getting stuff done. We have to, because we're going to close out in another day and a half, 2 days. So we continue the data gathering and analysis. We implement the changes, whether it's 5S, whether it's layout, whatever it is. We get that done during that time frame, and we generate some standard work. We do some poke-yoke and all the other things that we need to do to make sure that we've got everything documented and that we're really, really comfortable with what we have. Because day 4 is the prove-out day, where we have people that are not team members executing the work that's been done to make sure that we have successful results. We don't want the best of the best going out there and getting it done, because we know that can happen. We want to have the average person, the average operator, the average manager getting involved with this and actually getting achieving the results that we're targeting. We also gives us time for cycles of improvement. All the way through this, we're trying to get cycles of improvement where we do it, we try it, it doesn't work, or needs to get tweaked, we tweak it, we come back again. So we try to get that. So we've got like a 3rd or 4th generation rollout. So it's not just something that has the paint wet. It's been tried a couple times and improved a couple times. Everyone's trained. We do training of all effective people that are involved with this, and we get their buy-in. All the way through this, there's a whole sub-part of this where we're actually getting feedback from the off shifts, from the other operators, from tangential departments that are going to be touching this product or this project. And then finally, we really talk on day 4 about sustaining the results. We talk about that all the way through, but here we really spend a lot of time because on day 5 is report out day. We get out there, we talk about the where we are with management, we walk the area that we've done. We also set up a management contract. This is what the team's going to do, this is what management's going to do, this is what the area's going to do. We have people sign off on it that this is what we have a contract going forward. There's also a 30-day list, an action list, a Kaizen newspaper, if you will, that lists out all the things that need to get done in order for this team to be successful. We also schedule follow-on meetings. So we talked about the idea of having the weekly meetings and having a 30-day meeting and having a 60-day meeting. All that is scheduled as we go forward. Where can you apply this methodology? It's obvious that it's a lean tool, so it's going to be applied in lean transformations. It also works great in Six Sigma projects. It also works great in any project where you need to establish some momentum. You want to kick it off well, or you need to get things rolling, so you set that up. Used in pre-planning sessions. We're going to have this big event coming up. Let's get together for a day or two, and let's really plan this thing out so we get it done, but we just focus on it and get it done. One of the biggest issues in corporate America is lack of focus. I'm trying to compete with people's bandwidth. This is one of the times where we actually tell people, put your BlackBerries down. This is the focus. This other stuff can wait. Do it on your break. Do it at the end of the day, not during the Kaizen event. When a team is stalled, great opportunity to get people together and get the thing kicked off again and get it on track. Or to get a critical project done quickly. By hitting this with several events where you get together and you do an event, you do a 1-week event, you have a couple weeks off, do 1 week event, couple weeks off, it really can accelerate the progress on a critical project. What are the benefits? If you look, here's 6 events that were done in a relatively small manufacturing company, but this is an environment that they'd already gone and done some cycle time improvement and done some work on lean. What their targets? Look at it. If you look at the area used, they were looking at getting a new building. They reduced the area by 47%. They had a ballroom in the middle of their factory when we got done. The distance traveled, the operator traveling all over the place, dropped by 80%. The cycle time dropped by 38%. So this is the time it took them to build their core product, dropped by 38%. That dropped immediately down to the bottom line. So that we talked about what it is, we talked about the format, the methodology, and how you can apply it. Again, this is Ed Biernat of Consulting with Impact Limited. I would like to hear your thoughts on this video. Please contact me at 10minute at consultingwithimpact.com with your feedback, and visit our website at consultingwithimpact.com for more information. Thank you for watching.